गुड इवनिंग फ्रेंड्स। सो परसों जीएसटी काउंसिल मीटिंग थी। हमने कोशिश की थी कि जूम पर कनेक्ट कर लें और यूट्यूब पर भी लाइव हो जाएं, बट उस दिन कुछ यूट्यूब में इशू आ गया। जूम पर हमने मीटिंग करी, लेकिन तब तक प्रेस रिलीज नहीं आई थी। तो प्रेस रिलीज अब आ गई है और हमारा भी टाइम लग गया एनालिसिस करने में। तो यहाँ पर एक डिटेल फॉर्मेट बनाया गया है एक एक पॉइंट को कवर करने का। तो विल स्टार्ट, जो भी इन बॉक्सेस में पॉइंट लिखे हुए हैं दैट इज व्हाट द प्रेस रिलीज इज, और उसके नीचे हमारे खुद के एनालिसिस है। So this whole file is of around 44 pages, so we have covered everything in deep. The first is that they have reduced some rates, and GST Council ने यहाँ पर रेट रिड्यूस करे अनकुक्ड अनफ्राइड स्नैक pellets की, and now they are 5%. पहले इनका रेट 18% था. Now this means that the price will be reduced, and uh, for commoner it would be much cheaper, to the extent if they pass on the benefit of reduction of uh, rate reduction from 18% to 5%, which definitely will happen. So this is one of the positive impact, and this will help in growing demand also. बहुत सारे products पर rate कम करा गया है, so we'll keep on discussing. Now another change is then you have the council has decided to exempt IGST on this medicine. Now this medicine, the rate is currently the rate is 12%. Now this will be allowed to be imported, और ये एक बहुत इफेक्टिव, आप ये समझिए कैंसर ड्रग है और बहुत एक्सपेंसिव है. सो दिस कॉस्ट अराउंड 36 लाख फॉर सिंगल कोर्स ऑफ ट्रीटमेंट. बहुत ज्यादा महंगी ये ड्रग है. 36 लाख रुपीस की आती है. इस पर जो टैक्स रेट है वो 12% पूरी तरह हटा दिया गया है when they are importing it. Now this import would be for definitely for personal use, and for every patient this is a huge amount, huge saving in their personal medical bill. Third is food for special medical purposes, SFMP, और कुछ मेडिसिन पर फॉर स्पेशल पर्पसेस, इन पर इंपोर्ट हटा दिया गया है. इंपोर्ट ड्यूटी या जीएसटी हटा दी गई है. Now these are used for rare diseases. These are used for rare diseases, and कुछ पर 5% था, कुछ पर 12% था, whatever it might be, now it is 0%. पर यहाँ पर जो इंपोर्ट है उसकी कुछ एडिशनल कंडीशंस रहेंगी, that these import should be by center of excellence or any listed entity under center of excellence, plus these diseases should be covered under National Policy for Rare Diseases 2021, and whatever uh, drugs you are importing, that should be in the list of health ministry. तो मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ हेल्थ ने इसको नोटिफाई भी कर रखा हो, तो ये सारी कंडीशन ही फुलफिल करनी पड़ेंगी. ऐसा नहीं कि आपने आधी कंडीशन फुलफिल कर ली देन यू विल गेट दिस बेनिफिट. नो, all of the conditions should be fulfilled. Then we come to raw cotton, including kala cotton by agriculture. So this is basically regularizing mechanism कि जो हो गया वो हो गया. So if and this is whenever we will discuss this regularizing mechanism, वो जो फॉलो करा गया है इसमें बहुत सारी चीजों को रेगुलराइज करा गया है. रेट रेगुलराइजेशन इसको बोला जाता है. So this comes due to interpretation issues, and if someone has charged the higher rate, someone has paid the higher rate or the lower rate, So whosoever paid the lower rate, government is not going to ask them to pay the higher rate. And those who have paid the higher rate, उन पर अगर गवर्नमेंट अलाउ करे तो रिफंड भी मिल जाता है, बट दैट इज सब्जेक्टिव। बेसिकली होता ये है कि जिसने कम दे दिया, जिसने ज्यादा दे दिया, उससे मांगा नहीं जाता, जिसने कम दे दिया, जिसने ज्यादा दे दिया, उसको रिफंड नहीं करा जाता। दिस इज व्हाट आई हैव अंडरस्टूड इन 6 years ऑफ जीएसटी, बट आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि रिफंड मिल नहीं सकता। समवन शुड अप्रोच। Currently, the supply of raw cotton by agriculture to cooperative is exempt. Now, this rate change has been defined by them, but there was RCM. So, for the RCM purposes, they were supposed to deposit tax. So now, if they had deposited with the correct rate, wrong rate, no, so now this intimation Zari threads or yarn. Now the rate has been reduced from 12% to 5%. And again, this is also regularizing the payments related to earlier regime. Now, whether in past you have paid 12% or 5%, now in future you are supposed to pay 5% only, and such kind of rate reductions are going to have a positive impact. And and this is used in handicraft industry also, so they will also get benefited from this. One of the major decision taken in this meeting was for SUV. So this decision was taken earlier in last to last meeting, where rates were reduced for basically compensation rates were reduced for SUVs। तो उस समय उसमें 4 कंडीशन डाली गई थी, पॉपुलरली नोन एज एसयूवी, लेंथ exceeding 4000 mm and engine capacity 1500 cc, ground clearance more than 170 mm. Now the compensation rate was to be decided between 20 and 22, so now it is now 22%. So 28% GST, 22% cess. Now in out of these 4 conditions, the condition for popularly known as SUV has been deleted. लेकिन सिडान, देयर वाज एन इशू कि सिडान पर भी टैक्स लग जाएगा इस तरह। सो वो लगाना चाह रहे थे काउंसिल, बट तमिलनाडु एंड पंजाब अपोज्ड this on sedans. So now sedans will be differently taxed, whereas now the tax rate for this would be uh, this in this way. Now, it has also been decided to reduce the GST rate on LD slag from 18% to 5%. Now, LD slag is basically a byproduct of steel making process, and reduction on this rate is a welcome step because this will help in uh, environment. This basically is used product. This byproduct is environment friendly product, and it is mostly used for encouraging and filling ups. So in this way, ग्रीन इंडिया या ग्रीन अर्थ की तरफ भी इसमें थोड़ी सी हेल्प मिल सकती है, बिकॉज द रेट वुड बी रिड्यूस। So regularization again we are talking about this. Regularization has been done for trauma, spine, and arthroplasty implants. This this way they keeps on helping. And GST rate on fish soluble paste has been reduced from 18% to 5%. And again, for desiccated cotton, coconut, the rate has been regularized. So desiccated means the dry cotton, dry coconut, which we use it. These are the ways it will help reduction in GST rate, and this is a positive impact. Whenever rates are reduced, it has a positive impact for environment. Now, then ad valorem duty, the duty on पान मसाला tobacco products, ये पहले भी डिसाइड हो गया था. अ, इस साल बजट में ही बेसिकली ये लाया गया था that we will be trying to charge them at ad valorem rate. भाई जितनी आपकी machines लगी हुई हैं, we will try, and this helps them. The compensation cess and other things helps them. So then, including now this RBL bank is added in the list of listed specified bank for IGST exemptions for gold, silver, and platinum. This will help them for taking exemptions and doing more business. Now, there were some changes with respect to alignment to foreign trade policy. So, for them, notification will come. Then they have regularized the GST rate on plates and cups. Now, see, before October 2019, there were issues with respect to rates. October 19, they came with a clarification, but the problem is जो पुराना पेमेंट है, किसी ने ज्यादा रेट पर दे दिया, किसी ने कम रेट पर दे दिया. Again, this GST Council has some maximum work that if someone has made payment for this higher rate or lower rate, so they have been regularizing this. Again, this biomass briquettes, इस पर भी regularization की बात हुई है. Now, next is on the services part. So for services part, what they have done, they had provided provided an exemption to प्राइवेट सेक्टर ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस जो कि सैटेलाइट लॉन्च में इसरो की हेल्प कर रही है. सो बेसिकली दे आर अंतरिक्ष कॉर्पोरेशन एंड न्यू स्पेस इंडिया लिमिटेड. These two will be benefited by this, and our space program, as we all know, tomorrow is 14th July. Or 14th July ko we are sending one more space shuttle. So they are these things are so these exemptions are very important, and these exemptions will also help in Make in India projects. Now, for a trade facilitation measure, now they will not be GTS will not be required to submit forward charge mechanism. They are into forward charge mechanism every year. Now, once they have exercised that is a particular financial year, it will be deemed that they will be required to do for next years also, unless they want to change to RCM. तो एक बार सबमिट कर दिया, बार-बार सबमिट करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Also, the date was 15th of March for preceding financial year. Now this has been changed to 1st of January of preceding financial year should be the date for exercising the option. तो 1st January के बाद से 15th March तक they can submit their declaration. Now, one of the major contention was कि जब डायरेक्टर इमूवेबल प्रॉपर्टी रेंट कर रहा है कंपनी को, वेदर इट वुड बी चार्जेबल इन आरसीएम और एफसीएम, तो यहाँ पर एक क्लैरिफिकेटरी नोट आया है that only those supplies made by a director of a company which are supplied him as or in the capacity of director or the body corporate, that will be taxable in the hands of the company as RCM. Otherwise, for whatever services they are providing in as a immovable property, or let's say in a professional capacity, that would be always subjected to forward charge mechanism FCM. Okay. Again. So whenever services supplied by director to a company in his private or personal capacity, they are not subject to FCM. Cinema halls. Now, whenever food and beverages are served in cinema halls, वहां पर एक issue हमेशा रहता था that whether these should be subjected to 18% GST or they should be subjected to 5% GST. Now, 5% GST as a supply by a restaurant without ITC. Now they have converted this and given a clarification that whatever food and beverages are served in the cinema hall, they should be taxable as a restaurant services and not uh, they will not be able to claim ITC on food and beverages. So this is a better way, and this will help us to get popcorns and beverages at a lower rate. This is what I feel. Then again, GST Appellate Tribunal matter is pending. They are saying that they will notify it with effect from 1st say, August 2023, and um, they would be opening this for recruitment. This is a significant step, but there are some experts who have issues with the with the bench structure, that there are no professionals there, or technical members are not there. So one judicial member would be there, one member would be from state or center. So where is the technical member? आप किसी भी ट्रिब्यूनल में देखिए, वेदर इट इज सिस्टेट और एनी वैट ट्रिब्यूनल और वेयर, वहां पर एक टेक्निकल मेंबर जरूर होता है, विज दैट member is missing in this format of proposed format of this. So ये एक थोड़ा इशू रहेगा, but देर आए दुरुस्त आए. It has been 6 years. It is a welcome step. जितनी जल्दी हो सके ये आ जानी चाहिए. And annual returns, the benefit has been extended, जो हर साल से चलता आ रहा है. Nothing new in it. Then input service distributor, यहाँ पर एक थोड़ा सा clarification आया है that ISD is not mandatory for distribution of ITC on common input services provided by third party to distinct person. Now, this is the council recommends that amendment may be made in the GST law to make ISD mechanism mandatory prospectively, not retrospectively. So यहाँ पर एक प्रॉब्लम आ सकती है, जो लोग कई बार आईएसडी ना यूज करके फॉरवर्ड चार्ज मैकेनिज्म में रजिस्ट्रेशन ले लेते हैं, एंड दे डू अ बिलिंग वन फ्रॉम द ब्रांचेस ऑफ सॉरी फ्रॉम द कॉर्पोरेट ऑफिस टू दिस. तो यहाँ पर वो सब अब जो जीएसटी के लिए प्लानिंग हो जाती थी, तो दैट वुड बी स्टॉप. Then now this amendment is very important when they are saying that we will give a refund for this accumulated ITC for this 2B issue. Now this for adjusted turnover, तो यहाँ पर उन्होंने clarification दी है what does the means of adjusted turnover. Now यहाँ पर अगर आप ये समझने की कोशिश करें that these kind of refunds are linked with the amount which is available in your ESR to be with effect from 1st January 2022, because 2022 जनवरी से पहले तो जो हमारा जीएसटी लिंक था, दैट वाज आईटीसी ऑफ जीएसटी वाज लिंक्ड टू जीएसटीआर 2A. So now formula for 89.4, now they would be adding one more clarification, and they would be providing this restricting the refunds as far as possible, because services के केस में you get refund only when it is received, the amount is received. Now for TCS liability, they will come with a new circular So we will wait when the circular will come for TCS applicability. With the OIDR, they will come with a circular. So now, as you all know, that circular 183 was issued uh, covering four cases where tax has been paid, but the ITC is not reflecting in GSTR 2A for 1718 and 1819. And because of applicability, see, Rule 36 sub Rule 4 came from 9th October 2019. तो उससे पहले उस मतलब अप्रैल 19 टू 9th October 19 वहां का क्रेडिट के लिए भी ये सर्कुलर 183 एक्सटेंड कर देना चाहिए था, एंड सेम थिंग was held by Karnataka High Court in case of Wipro Limited. अब यहां पर इन्होंने खुद से एक्सेप्ट कर लिया है कि भाई 1718, 1819 और उसके अलावा भी वो कह रहे हैं साहब आगे के लिए भी 1920, 2021 के लिए भी हम आपको बेनिफिट दे देंगे। जीएसटीआर 2A में अगर क्रेडिट विजिबल नहीं है तो भी इन 4-5 कंडीशंस में क्रेडिट मिल जाएगा। यानी जो हम इतने दिनों से एक्सपर्ट चिल्ला रहे हैं कि साहब कहीं पर भी लॉ में ये नहीं लिखा कि अगर आपके 2A में क्रेडिट नहीं दिख रहा तो आपको आईटीसी नहीं मिलेगा, तो ये बात इस पॉइंट ने खुद से एक्सेप्ट करवा दी गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से कि भाई साहब क्रेडिट की बात सिर्फ हमारी 2022 1 जनवरी से लिंक हो सकती है, जब से 2B में क्रेडिट नहीं दिख रहा। बिकॉज उससे पहले जो था रूल 36 अब रूल 4, वो रूल तो था लेकिन सेक्शन कहीं था ही नहीं। सो विदाउट फादर वी हैड अ सन। से देखिए एडिशन तो 17, 18 एंड 18, 19 की भी एसएमटी 10 आने पर, स्क्रूटनी नोटिस आने पर होती ही होती हैं आपके। आईटीसी का क्रेडिट डिपार्टमेंट तो जल्दी से दे नहीं रहा, बट दिस वेरी पॉइंट क्लियर्स इट कि आपको आईटीसी की जरूरत, आईटीसी के लिए 2A में विजिबल होने की जरूरत नहीं है। Now to safeguard government from this fake billings, so they have amendment has been provided in Rule 9 and Rule 25 कि जब आपको जीएसटी नया रजिस्ट्रेशन चाहिए होता है तो आप 45 बिना बैंक अकाउंट के आप न्यू जीएसटी रजिस्ट्रेशन ले लेते हैं, एंड विद इन 45 days यू हैव टू प्रोवाइड बैंक डिटेल्स टू द डिपार्टमेंट। नहीं देते तो दे कैंसिल योर रजिस्ट्रेशन। But now that time period of 45 days has been reduced to 30 days. Because अगर 45 days में चलते हैं तो GSTR1 या IFF फाइल करके वो पर्सन दूसरे को आईटीसी पास ऑन कर देता। Then we had a group of ministers on basing की taxation जो कैपेसिटी बेस पर होनी है, एंड स्पेशल कंपोजिशन स्कीम जो पिछले 49 जीएसटी काउंसिल मीटिंग में बात हुई थी उसको आगे बढ़ाने के लिए सो जीओएम हैज सबमिटेड सम डिटेल्स, और उन्होंने कहा है कि मशीनरी का अगर आप रजिस्ट्रेशन नहीं करवाएंगे देन वी विल हैव अ पीनल प्रोविजंस, एंड यू हैव टू गेट इट डन फ्रॉम, यू हैव टू रजिस्टर योर मशीनरी आल्सो फॉर टबैको, पान मसाला, और उनकी कैपेसिटी के बेस पर ही आपसे टैक्स कलेक्ट करा जाएगा। नाउ दिस न्यू rule has been inserted 138F. हालांकि I'm saying wrong. It is recommendation by a group of ministers which has been approved by this. So for e-way bill for gold and precious metals, इस पर भी आपकी क्लैरिफिकेशन आएगी। State of Manipur, we all know things were not good, so date for GSTR1 and GSTR3B has been extended. ये जो एमनेस्टी स्कीम आई थी फॉर 4, 9 एंड 10, और रिवोकेशन और डीम्ड विड्रॉल ऑफ असेसमेंट ऑर्डर विच हैज बीन डन फॉर नॉन फाइलिंग ऑफ योर रिटर्न। तो उन सब के लिए अभी जो एमनेस्टी स्कीम 30 जून को खत्म हो गई, इट हैज बीन फर्दर एक्सटेंडेड टू 31 अगस्त। नाउ रूल 108(1) and 1091 will be providing filing of appeal in manual form. Now in manual filing, what I believe it, खैर ये कहने की बातें हैं, बट आई बिलीव ये उस केस में बहुत मददगार साबित होगी when, let's say, I am sitting in Delhi, one of my vendors registration has been cancelled at Mumbai. Now I am an agreed person because his registration has been cancelled retrospectively. Why I am agreed? Because उसका retrospective cancel होने से my officer will send me notice for reversal of ITC or payment of the ITC with interest. Now I am agreed person. The order is visible in his GST portal. मेरे तो पोर्टल में दिख नहीं रहा. So I am agreed person. Law में age on wisdom है क्या? As an agreed person, I can file my appeal against this order, but physically rules तो मुझे allow कर नहीं रहे. So इसके लिए फिजिकल और मैनुअल फाइलिंग अपील मेरे हिसाब से अलाउ की जानी चाहिए इस प्रोविजन के अंतर्गत. But this is too early to speak about it. Now for biometric आधार बेस्ड ऑथेंटिकेशन ऑफ रजिस्ट्रेशंस, ये पायलट प्रोजेक्ट है, पुडुचेरी में यूज हो रहा है, और स्टेट ऑफ आंध्र प्रदेश ने भी कहा है that they want to use this. First state of गुजरात में ये ऑलरेडी इम्प्लीमेंटेड है. रिकवरी प्रोसीडिंग 88C, जहां पर बात हो रही है, जहां पर 1 और 3B में डिफरेंस है. तो नाउ दे हैव कम विद न्यू फॉर्म DRC 01D टू रिकवर टैक्स एंड इंटरेस्ट, रूल 88C के थ्रू, जो पिछली बार इंसर्ट हुआ था. एंड दिस इनिशियल नोटिस उनका DRC 01B में जाएगा. जो DRC 01B लास्ट मंथ ही लाइव हुआ था. So we got a one more new form, DRC 01D. DRC 01C भी आएगा. वेट कीजिए. So if you have taken availed ITC more than what is visible in your GSTR 2B, for this, for sending you notice for this, new form will come DRC 01C. तो DRC 01A तो आप वाकिफ ही हैं, बहुत टाइम से चल रहा है. DRC 01A, DRC 01B जो फॉर्म है, दैट इज फॉर मिसमैच बिटवीन 1 and 2, जो सॉरी GSTR 1 and 3B. DRC 01C is when you have taken excess credit what was visible in your GSTR 2B or you were eligible, and DRC 01D is for recovery of the tax and interest in respect to DRC 01B form. ध्यान रखना. Then annual return टाइम पर लोग फाइल करें, so that they are saying that we will send our notices also. Then rule 64 for OIDR, that has been amended. Duty free routine चीजें हैं. Then for compounding of offense, हालांकि गवर्नमेंट ने अभी कुछ इसी बजट से रेट भी कम कर दिए कंपाउंडिंग के, but again they have not got such response what they expected, so they have come with one more inserting a one more sub-rule. So account segregator, they have notified, they are saying that you would be supposed to do all the necessary formalities, and this will be you would be required to share your consent, जो भी इस साल बजट में आया था, and with your consent your information would be shared with other parties. तो third party भी sharing होगी, which we have discussed this. So this is a clarificatory insertion that where unregistered person will be considered to making supply. स्टेट लेवल कोऑर्डिनेशन कमेटी बनाई जाएगी फॉर प्रिवेंटिव मेजर्स, बेसिकली एंटी विजन एंड डीजीजीआई के जो मेजर्स हैं दैट. So this second interim report was also provided for IT systems. So they would be helping uh, what sort of reforms there will be for what sort of reforms they were trying to with it. Nand Kishore ji, good evening. Uh, DRC 01B is for sending notices when you have a mismatch with with your GSTR 1 and GSTR 3B liability. So, for example, I have shown my output liability of 100 rupees in GSTR 3B, but I had shown 1000 rupees. So, वहां पर नोटिस देना है. नोटिस का रिप्लाई, नोटिस विल कम इन पार्ट ए ऑफ DRC 01B और आप रिप्लाई करते हैं पार्ट बी ऑफ DRC 01B. पर वहां पर इसके बाद के एक्शंस के लिए फॉर्म नहीं थे. तो व्हाट वी वर सपोज टू डू कि भाई सीधी रिकवरी के लिए फिर DRC 01 आना चाहिए, which was my understanding, but now they are saying that for recovery of tax and interest we will come with DRC 01D फॉर्म. हालांकि अभी तक फॉर्म नोटिफाई नहीं हुआ. But if DRC 01D is notified, what I believe that it is covered, it will be covered under order in the word, what we say, judgment or order. So order, and against the DRC 01 B appeal आप फाइल नहीं कर सकते. तो what I believe, against this DRC 01D you would be allowed to file an appeal. So this is my understanding without actually reading these forms, क्योंकि अभी ये notify नहीं हुए. I hope Nand Kishore ji, I am able to clarify your doubt. अगर अभी भी कोई डाउट रह गया, you can please write in comment. So Shubham Tiwari ji saying the rate reservation is needed. So बहुत कुछ चाहिए. बहुत many things are needed, but what to say, sir? So I hope I had covered all points in detail in whatever time limit I was having. 30 minutes time limit I thought for discussing. So I have discussed each and every point. This is a long analysis which we have done for this. So around 44 pages is there. और अभी भी मुझे लगता है कुछ चीजें इसमें ऐड होनी बाकी हैं. So not sharing file at this moment, will be adding few more things, then we will share in our groups. I hope I was able to help you or share your detail. Thanks Nand Kishore ji for joining and asking your query. I hope आपको ये discussion पसंद आया. Thank you. Thanks a lot.